It's a dream of any athlete in the world to compete in the biggest global sporting event, the Olympics. However, after having a good season, world silver medalist Daniel Simiu Ebenyo is an athlete in distress. The painful memories of not punching a ticket to the 2024 Paris Olympic Games are still fresh in his mind. With 6 days to the Summer Games, is Ebenyo blaming himself or should he blame Athletics Kenya Federation?
Matayarisho yangu ilikuwa ni kufuzu katika mashindano ya Olimpiki. Na I hope yote ilikuwa sawa mpaka until the last minute. Yeah. Last minute haikuwa poa cause kulikuwa na vitu vingi.
Walikuwa wamesema pia atawekwa kwa team, hata asipopata visa ya kuenda kwa trials angewekwa kwa team. So mimi kama coach nilikuwa najua yes, after athlete kupata hiyo visa already AK walikuwa wameconsider kwamba wataweka Simiyu ndani, lakini mwisho baada ya kuanguka pia hakuna mtu alimconsider tena.
2 months ago, Athletics Kenya requested the organizers of Prefontaine to allow AK to select Kenyan 10,000 men and women teams to Paris Olympic Games from the Prefontaine Classic Diamond League held in USA. Athletics Kenya argued that it was going to give the qualified athletes ample time to prepare for Paris Olympic Games. However, 3 days to the races, Daniel Simiu Ebenyo, Sela Jepleting and Lois Cheming failed to get their visas in time to fly to USA. According to Ebenyo, Athletics Kenya was in charge of athletes' visas, accommodation and program in the USA.
Kulikuwa na vitu vingi, kukosa visa, kufika kwa trials nikiwa late, na sikuwa na time ya kurecover vizuri. Nilifika jioni, alafu the following day kulikuwa na hiyo trial.
Every athlete who had qualified was given a chance to travel. The travel details and everything was organized by Athletics Kenya and also the organizer of the meeting, that is in the US, the Prefontaine Classic. The funding in that scenario was done by Nike as a sponsor of Athletics Kenya.
According to Athletics Kenya President Jackson Tuwei, the first 2 athletes to cross the finish line booked a ticket to Paris Olympics, a change from the previous selection mode where the first 3 athletes will have claimed the tickets. Further, in a new mode of selection, the 3rd athlete was to be selected by a panel of selectors.
But then, of course, if you realize that the 10,000 meters is not a very easy event, it's the most difficult also. Running on high altitude affects the athletes, and that's why the federation decided that the event should be held in the US so that it gives a chance now for the athletes to train and prepare well for the Olympics.
The team to Paris.
During the Prefontaine Classic Diamond League race, Daniel Simiu stumbled and fell, but got up and continued. He finished the race 8th. Ebenyo pleaded with Athletics Kenya to consider him as the 3rd athlete for the men's 10,000 meters team to the Paris Olympic Games, to no avail.
Athletics Kenya hawakuniambia chochote. Actually mpaka sasa hakuna mtu wa Athletics Kenya ambaye kuniongelesha or anybody. I'm just that way. Sijawahi jua hata respond waliamwanga nini. But yote tunawashia Mungu, hatuwezi complain.
Last month, during the Athletics Kenya Olympic trials, a similar scenario took place at Nyayo National Stadium. World 800 meter silver medalist Emmanuel Wanyonyi received a major relief after being reinstated to 800 meters final, having missed out due to unfortunate fall in the semi-final. And following an appeal, he was granted a chance in the Saturday's final. Wanyonyi qualified for Olympics.
chamba kama hilo pia AK wangerekebisha tu kuwa athlete alipitia challenge. Kama wange consider kwa sababu ya kupitia hiyo challenge, wangekuwa na ile utu tu ya kusema mkimbiaji aliumia baada ya ku struggle hiyo muda yote, baada ya kuanguka pia hakuna mtu aliconsider. Then mimi kama coach ningesema kwa panel hawakufanya kitu mzuri sana.
Of course there was the most unfortunate moment when Ebenyo tripped and fell maybe about 4 laps to go, and he could not catch up to the position that he wanted. It was unfortunate, and the difference was that you know, when you are competing, such things do happen. But the analysis also from the technical officials will have to see what caused the accident to take place. Was it intentional? Was it tripped by someone else, or who was the cause? Then it was found out that it was just a mere incident that occurred, and Ebenyo could not blame anybody for that fall. So
up on the outside, Matiko down on the inside 8.
Meanwhile, Ebenyo did not make the team, as AK named Daniel Mateiko, Nicholas Kipkorir, and Bernard Kibet.
Anguka kwa Simiu, kwangu kama coach siku nilimia pia kwa roho, sikusikia kama niko sawa, kwa sababu ila kazi yote tulikuwa tumefanya, mazoezi tulikuwa tumefanya ya kutosha. Angalau ni kwamba Simiu alisumbuliwa sana kwa mambo ya kupata visa ya kusafiri.
Try to overtake in the last 50 meters. And then when the video was analyzed, then there was a cause for his fall, and also Collins. The technical officials, when they look at the rules and regulations governing that, they realized that there was a mistake from both, and therefore the rule permits both of them to be reinstated. And during the final of the meet, you realize that both of them were given the number 7 and number 8 lanes to run from there.
From the visa debacle, Sela Jepleting and Lois Cheming also missed out on Team Kenya, with the Kenya's women 10,000 meters team consisting of Beatrice Chebet, Lilian Kasait, and Margaret Chelimo. With 6 days to Paris Olympic Games, the bad memories of the Athletics Kenya Olympic trials in the United States of America have made Ebenyo to ditch the 10,000 meters race in the future. Ebenyo says that he will wait until 2028 for him to compete at the Olympics again.
Sasa sijawahi jua kwa nini nilikosa visa na nikapata visa saa 2 usiku. Sikuweza kujua ni nini kilifanyika, lakini nashukuru Mungu at long last nilipata. For me now going to track, I think the track for me it's over. It's over. I think it's now to look for other things.
Chris Migwambo, K24 TV.